Good morning. So I'm feeling super pumped because I've just had a great early morning coaching session with somebody and I love what I do. But what I wanted to share today was I use lots of different models within my own coaching practice, but one of the ones I use most is what's known as the GROW model. It was by John Whitmore originally. And the reason I want to share some things with you today is it could be really helpful for you to maybe have in your own arsenal of things to be able to do, of some questions to be asking yourself if maybe you're feeling stuck or you're wanting to work towards your own goals. And the GROW model is based around goals, reality, options, and then your will or your wrap up at the end. So in terms of goals, the kind of questions to be considering is, what are you wanting to achieve? In a coaching session, one of the questions I would normally ask is, what do you want to achieve in the next hour? What do you want to happen? But also, what do you want to happen longer term? So it might be you've got a 9-month goal, a 12-month goal, 5 years within the next month. But it's for you to start to understand what is it exactly you're wanting to achieve. Then talk about your reality. So questions to maybe ask yourself is, where are you now? What have you already tried? What were the results of that? How often have you tried? When did you try? So you can start to get a picture of where you're at the moment, maybe the progress you've already made, and where you want to, that can start to unlock those, piecing bits together of what's working for you or maybe what's not working for you at the moment. We now work into the options side of it. So some of these questions are, I love the magic question, the miracle question of, if you wake up tomorrow and this was solved or this was no longer an issue, how would you know? What would be different? What would you see that was different? How would you be feeling? How would you be showing up? What would you be hearing? So tapping into all your senses, but how would you know that you've achieved that outcome? So we can start to get really specific on the things that are maybe within your control and things that you can be doing around this. Other questions to ask, what are my options? What can I be doing? And really thinking about how you can be moving yourself forward. And some people sort of say, it's about just that mind mapping, it's thinking bigger, it's not thinking within your current reality. And this is where sometimes working with a coach is easier, because sometimes we do get stuck in that our options we think are what we've done previously or what we can see, rather than opening up into that wider thing and having that challenge of different ideas, different checking in at actually, are you making an assumption? Is what you're saying true? And having that challenge. But if you can, hold that in your own mind. If all of those obstacles that you see at the moment were removed, what would your options be? Those kind of questions to really get you thinking in that bigger sense, to come up with some different ways of approaching things. And then the wrap up and the wheel section of the W is around understand, what are you going to do? When are you going to do it by? And how will you know that you've been successful with that? So it's about taking those actions, because as we know, it's great to think about all of these things, but it's actually, what are you going to do? What is that next step? And it doesn't have to be, how do you go from here to your end goal? It's, what is that next small step for you within this? It might be that you can map out the whole process and then timeline it, and that's great. Or it might be it's just that one next step that you need to take, and then from there you can go through this whole process again of, I've done that. Now, where do I want to get to? What are my options? What am I going to do? So I hope that helps you in terms of thinking about things a bit differently. If you are stuck at the moment, to see that there are lots of options out there. And also, if you are thinking about the fact that, you want to be creating goals, maybe some of those questions can help you see how to go from where you are to where you want to be. If you want any more help with any of this, obviously feel free to reach out to me. I'm on all the social media platforms. My website is lindseyhood.net, or you can email me at lindsey@lindseyhood.net. I look forward to speaking to you all soon. Bye for now.